So today I want to talk about some of the microaggressive behaviors that I've experienced being a part of a Christian community, and I can only speak about my experience. It is easy for me to not to talk about it because if I talk about it, then I am exposing the church and I am deterring people from coming into the church or the community of Christ. But of all the things I don't want to is to introduce people to a community or situations in which we sometimes hide the truth. Yeah, being Jamaican, we sometimes express ourselves, and I would say, like being a part of the Caribbean community, I normally talk with some passion. I speak with my hands, and as you know, I would talk this, and you see the eyes rolling, and you see the head moving, and the facial expression, especially when I'm passionate, and we talk, especially when a Jamaican and a Jamaican or a Caribbean talk, we go deep when we're talking about a subject that we are passionate about and we want to express ourselves to the fullness. Sometimes we talk a little bit. Body language can tell you that we are, we go deep and we go down. What we know that you are trying to do is to force us to be who we are not. I know I've experienced the microaggression in my church community. I've experienced this from people who are just regular church attenders, people who are Christian, people who are pastors, people who are head of departments, trying to say, oh, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Your English, your facial expression. How do you survive as someone who is a software developer? How do you communicate as an analyst? How do you work in corporate America with the way how you talk? If corporate America can understand me, if my social circle can understand me, why is it that you as a church, why is it you as a Christian community cannot understand? You know why you cannot understand? Because your intention is to bully me from my culture, is to embarrass me of my self-identity of who I am and who I represent as a black person or a person of color, or a person who is from a different society, a person who was not born in the United States, but as a citizen of this country. Your intention is to belittle me and to rob me of my true identity to suit your agenda. Your agenda is to insult me and embarrass me so you can conform me. Otherwise, to say that I have a mental problem because I am not you. I cannot follow your instruction. I cannot serve on your board. I cannot lead out in your ministry because people cannot understand me. I know the microaggression. I know it. I know racism when I see it. I understand if I'm going to an all-white church. But one thing I understand, that it's time for you to be woke. Wake up and understand that if you're in a diverse congregation, you need to open yourself or allow the Holy Spirit to let you know that there's no impartiality as to where you're from, the color of the skin, the way you speak, the difference in the way you pronounce your words, whether or not I talk patois, or whether or not I talk your English, or if I come across a border, or if I come across somewhere under the fence, over the fence. Once I am here, if you are in the presence of God or in God's church, it is your responsibility to accept me. And it doesn't matter what you want to believe or how you want your church to be. It's not your role to try to pressure people to be who you want them to be to fit your racist, your bullying agenda. I'm telling you that I know when you're trying to insult me. When you hear me talking in in the tone, when I'm expressing passion, expressing myself, I don't want you to look at me and say to me, "Oh, I understand your anger. I understand your frustration." No, I am not angry. No, I am not frustration. I'm simply happy with what I'm saying. I'm full of life. I'm full of zest. And this is the way how I communicate. This is a part of me. And whether you like it or not, you need to open yourself. If you're embracing diversity in the church, you have to be open to other people. It's time for you to wake up and stop telling us what we should be. And when we do not come in what you want us to be, you say to us, "Oh, they have a mental problem. Oh, you're angry. Yes, you're frustrated." No. We are happy with who we are. We accept people where they are. And we are not going to be who you want us to be. We serve a God of love, and we love people for what they are and where they are. And if we are not going to love them, it doesn't mean that we're going to hate them. We leave them alone. The Bible tells us, if it's possible, once again, if it's possible, be at peace with all men. Sometimes it's not possible. Therefore, if you don't want to be at peace with someone, it's okay to leave them alone. But we want to tell you today that as Christian, we know that racism, classism, unfairness, painfulness exists right in our church. And if you don't address your behavior, we are going to call it out as it is, because we know when you're trying to insult us. And as I say, I'm just talking about my experience. I don't know what the experience of someone else is or other people. I don't know. I have to speak for myself as an individual who is a citizen of this country and who is going to live and work until I die if I chose to be in this country. And I'm not begging for your respect. I'm going to live a life that if people choose to respect me, it's fine. But what I'm not going to allow you to do is to insult me under the name of God and think that I have a mental illness and I don't understand what you're doing. I'm telling you, You need to wake up. You need to wake up. But those microaggressions that you think you can do to people, and because for the name of Christ, he's like, take it to the Lord in prayer. I'm going to tell you, we will take it, but we are going to stand up to it. And this is all I have to say for today. God bless you. And once again, it's your girl, Anto, always trying to communicate something to tell you that I understand what it is to be treated differently. And not because I do not talk a lot about it. I know when it's happening to me. Peace out. You have a good morning. God bless you. And stay safe. Christian mental health matters. Thank you.